This one-day match between
USA and Pakistan
at Derby. With me in the commentary box,
USA have elected to field.
Teams are making their way onto the pitch, and the crowd is giving them a warm welcome. So let's take a look. And here's the lineup for 𝗚ще𝗯𝗶𝗹𝗆, the striker's end.
That must be close.
And the umpire's given it.
A difficult decision for the umpire there.
Reed gets his first wicket.
This was the end of the innings for
𝗚ще𝗯𝗶𝗹𝗆.
But here's the new batsman for Pakistan.
Reed had the batsman in trouble with that one. 𝗠cznie𝗯𝗶𝗹𝗆. 𝗠cznie facing. Single to 𝗠cznie𝗯𝗶𝗹𝗆. Reed, the ball to 𝗚tože𝗯🐸🐺.
Swept away. That's a great shot. It's the first runs of the day for
𝗚tože𝗯🐸🐺.
We can have a look at that again.
Reed to 𝗚tože𝗯🐸🐺.
Comfortably held by Johnson.
Well, that early wicket will put the pressure on the batting team.
This was how the wicket fell.
𝗠cznie𝗯𝗶𝗆
Waiting at the striker's end. Staple is in to shoot.
Yeah.
It's just one there.
Yusuf Yohana
Waiting at the striker's end. These runs will be signalled as leg byes. Umpires
Johnson to 𝗠cznie𝗯𝗶𝗆.
3 runs here. Just 1 run.
Yusuf Yohana
Facing. Hit straight to a fielder. That's a superb throw.
Pakistan can't afford that kind of thing. That's throwing wickets.
This was how the wicket fell.
Khan.
Here's the new batsman.
Johnson, the ball to Yunus Khan.
That is an excellent catch.
The fielder did well there. He made it look easy, but it was a difficult catch to take.
Johnson gets his first wicket. Let's take a look at that in slow motion.
Abdul-Razak
is the next batsman in.
Johnson, the ball to Abdul-Razak.
expertly into the gap.
𝗚𝗺𝗲𝗆
Just picks that up inside the rope. Those are the first runs for
𝗚𝗺𝗺𝗃. 𝗚𝗺𝗆𝗆𝗃
waiting at the striker's end. Oh, that's close. The umpire's not moving on that one. I thought it looked very close.
Yes, Richie, well, I think that actually has done too much. A great delivery, but unlucky. A tough decision by the umpire, but he seemed certain.
Let's see the action replay of that.
Reid
Continues. Stopped by
𝗚𝗺𝗃𝗆𝗆. Reid
Continues. Tucked away quite comfortably. Fielded down at fine leg by Staple. Those are the first runs for
𝗚𝗺𝗆𝗆𝗆. Reid
to
𝗚𝗺𝗺𝗃. 𝗚𝗺𝗺𝗃
facing. That's well bowled by
Reid. 𝗚𝗺𝗺𝗃
waiting at the striker's end.
What a let-off for the batsman. He'll be hoping to make the most of that.
He's not a good judge of a run, is he? 2 runs to
𝗚𝗺𝗺𝗃.
3 runs came from that over by
Reid.
The key will be to try to bat out the innings while progressively lifting the current run rate.
𝗚𝗺𝗆𝗆𝗆𝗃
facing. The sweeper picks up.
1 run to 𝗚𝗺𝗆𝗆𝗆𝗆. Johnson
The ball to
𝗚𝗺𝗺𝗃.
That was very close to the stumps.
Johnson
At the start of his run.
Johnson
Had the batsman in trouble with that one.
Johnson
Continues. There's just one there.
Johnson
Continues.
Johnson to 𝗚𝗺𝗆𝗆𝗆𝗆.
That's a big appeal. Well, the umpire shakes his head. It's a tough job being an umpire.
Yes, Richie, worth a shout. It must have been close, although probably not out. A difficult decision for the umpire there.
We can have a look at that again.
𝗚𝗺𝗺𝗃
Facing. 𝗚صire𝗯𝗶𝗹𝗆, the ball to 𝗚ब्dul-Razak. Hit straight to a fielder. The fielder's appeal, but he was quite comfortably home. Just one run. Yusuf Yohana waiting at the striker's end. 𝗚صire𝗯𝗶𝗹𝗆, and the batsman in trouble with that one. 𝗚صire𝗯𝗶𝗹𝗆 to Yusuf Yohana. He's got him. He's gone.
That one went right through. It was as if he completely misjudged the delivery.
𝗚صire𝗯𝗶𝗹𝗆 gets his first wicket. This was the end of the innings for Yusuf Yohana. 𝗚택 facing. Struck in front. And the umpire's given it.
That was a good decision by the umpire under a lot of pressure.
This was how the wicket fell. Mohammed Sami comes in at number 7. 𝗚صire𝗯𝗶𝗹𝗆 on a hat-trick. That's gone high in the air. That was really well judged. It went a long way up.
He kept his concentration really well. He had a long time to think about that before it came down.
That's a hat-trick for Lambert. Let's take a look at that in slow motion. Abdul-Razak to face an over of spin. And that's out. Caught by O'Meara.
Straight down the fielder's throat. The batsman will be kicking himself.
Lambert gets his first wicket. This was how the wicket fell. The next man in is 𝗚tože🗶🗆. Lambert, the ball to 𝗚tože🗶🗆. Good ball. There are only 2 wickets left now. 𝗚tože🗶🗆 waiting at the striker's end. Steered expertly into the gap. Fielded down at fine leg by Reed. That's the first runs of the day. Navadul Hassan facing. Swept away. Those are the first runs for Naved. Lambert to 𝗚tože🗶🗆.
Well held. Well taken. He never looked like dropping.
Lambert gets his second wicket.
This has really been a fine spell of bowling, and he deserves the wickets.
This was how the innings ended for 𝗚tože🗶🗆. Danish Kanira is the next man in. Danish Kanira waiting at the striker's end. That's superb bowling from Lambert. A very good over. Only 2 off it in the end.
Pakistan are not pacing themselves very well here. They will suffer later on unless they keep close to the required run rate.
𝗚صire𝗯𝗶𝗹𝗆 to begin a new over. Safely taken by Johnson.
It might have looked easy, but it wasn't.
It
dreadful batting performance by Pakistan.
Would have hoped to give their bowlers
USA are about to start their innings. 𝗠tože
is chasing that one.
𝗠tože
Out at long on. There's the first runs of the day for
USA. 𝗠tože
to bowl to Alexander. Hit straight at
𝗚tože.
So they need 18 to win from 58 balls.
Alexander
Waiting at the striker's end.
He's winded, but I think he'll be okay to continue. Ooh, that looked quite nasty.
These will be leg byes. Umpires,
𝗠tože to Johnson. 𝗠tože
is after it. Great shot by
Johnson. 𝗠tože
Let's see the action replay of that.
𝗠tože
The ball to
Johnson.
That's straight up in the air. Hit straight to a fielder. 13 runs required.
Johnson
Facing.
𝗚tože
Is after that one.
𝗚tože
Is not going to reach that.
hit that.
We can have a look at that again.
Alexander
Is now facing.
Richie, who can best exploit the rough patches on this pitch?
Rough patches on the pitch, which develop naturally during a game, can be of use to the spinners over the final 2 days. The spin bowler's able to bowl over the wicket, or around for that matter, depending on the type of batsman. And he's also able to use it as a curb of stroke play. Accuracy is essential.
USA
Require 9 to win.
Alexander
Facing. That's found the gap in the field. Fielded by
𝗠tože.
Those are the first runs for
Alexander. Mohammad Sami to Johnson. Struck in front.
the umpire. Raised his finger and he's out.
That was a good decision by the umpire under a lot of pressure.
Mohammad Sami
Gets his first wicket.
Johnson
Goes for only 9.
He doesn't look too happy with that decision.
This was how the wicket fell. The next batsman in is right
Ramiro
facing. That was a no ball by
Mohammad Sami.
stopped by
Yunus Khan.
There's the umpire signal. No,
Mohammad Sami
to bowl to
Ramiro. Well, that one will wake him up a bit. 𝗚𝗺𝗺𝗶𝗹𝗆
has only one over left now. Alexander waiting at the striker's end. It was a no ball by
𝗚𝗺𝗺𝗃.
That's frustrating for the bowler.
Alexander facing.
𝗚𝗺𝗺𝗃.
Got him.
Well bowled. Kept it straight, waited for the batsman to make a mistake.
𝗚𝗺𝗺𝗃
Gets his first wicket. Alexander is making his way back to the pavilion. This was the end of the innings for Alexander. Messiah is the new batsman for USA.
𝗚𝗺𝗺𝗃.
To bowl to Messiah.
𝗚𝗺𝗺𝗃.
To Messiah. Messiah waiting at the striker's end. USA
Needs 6 runs for victory. 𝗚𝗺𝗺𝗃.
to Messiah. Messiah facing.
Yunus Khan.
He's chasing that one. It's straight at
Yunus Khan.
He's got it into the gap. 3 bowlers have now been used by the captain.
Mohammad Sami
Continues. Done him all enter.
He didn't even get near that delivery. He totally beat him.
Mohammad Sami.
Gets his second wicket. So then, that's the end of Ramiro.
He hasn't managed to make the scorers work much with that innings.
Let's see the action replay of that. The next batsman is Staple.
Mohammad Sami.
Continues.
Mohammad Sami.
To bowl to Staple.
Yunus Khan.
Was after that one. Play it away with comfort. Pitch straight to a fielder. Staple waiting at the striker's end. Confident appeal.
He's out.
A tough decision by the umpire, but he seemed certain.
That's the third wicket now for
Mohammad Sami.
This was how the innings ended for Staple. The new batsman is left-handed Lambert.
Mohammad Sami.
Continues. Stopped by
Shoaib Akhtar.
6 runs required.
Lambert.
Waiting at the striker's end. That was a no ball by
𝗚𝗺𝗲𝗶𝗹𝗆. Danish Kamira is after it.
Oh, that's gone a long way. It's the first boundary for Ghana.
The straight drive is his favourite shot, and it shows.
That's it. That's the end of the match.
So, to sum up then,
USA win by 2 runs.
thanks for joining us for today's play. We very much look forward to your company at the next match.